Well, Jan, you have a saying. It's about going fast.
Oh, smooth, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. It's something
Yeah.
that they teach military members when we're learning shooting drills. And so if you think about moving quickly, your body tends to get nervous. And so if you think about moving quickly, when you go to draw the pistol or you go to hold the rifle up, you tend to be a little bit more shaky because your adrenaline starts running. It's harder to keep your heart rate down. But if slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So you take everything and you rehearse it so many times that it just becomes muscle memory. And at that point, you can move extremely slowly. But if you're accurate, it's actually better in the long run. You waste less ammo. You're able to take out more. At that time, you're, trying to take out enemy troops or whatever you're trying to teach you to do. But in the sales world and in the marketing world, at least in my side, I use that analogy a lot when I'm thinking of structuring people's campaigns or getting to know the client. Like, you don't need to try to rush through that discovery phase. That discovery phase is actually probably the most important. And the other half that I use outside of that slow is smooth as fast is, rather than trying to build a foundation, take it one step further and try to find high quality concrete first. If you can find high quality concrete, then you'll have a high quality foundation. And this is where your process, I think, is really helping people find that concrete.
Exactly. Start. And I think find it in the way you said, John, like this co-creative stance, find it like in relationship with the client, figure out the priorities that they care about, not what you care about. And through that, you're going to grow something much bigger for both of you and add greater value.
I agree 1,000%. I mean, my biggest frustration right now with most of the salespeople I work with is they want to go fast.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go smooth, right? They don't want to take a step back and do the work. I mean, I always say we as salespeople are relatively lazy. We like to get from point A to point B as fast as we can because the faster we do it, in theory, the more stuff we sell. But at the same time, I see this churn. And then you come off as just somebody pushing stuff, and you have no idea whether or not they even, client says, I'm not even sure I need this stuff. And I've been really trying to get this idea of going back, understanding, the desirability by the client, our technical feasibility to deliver it, and then the viability of the solution. And those three things are sort of the pillars of design thinking.
Exactly. I think the thing I think is interesting about sales and how we can all empathize with sales, I mean, I'm in sales, is this idea that all of what we're talking about sounds good, right? And it sounds very logical and wonderful. And yet there is real incredible pressure in sales, right? There's, depending on what type of company you're in, that could be public pressure, stockholder or shareholder pressure. You get paid when you sell. And I really think like money corrupts how we think. And so when you have the pressure of sales and then the promise of pay, it does not bring out the best in us, right? And so it's that context that we're trying to resist with these tools that I think actually have become quite helpful, because once you start to use these tools, and they're very concrete and they do give you sort of a recipe for how to engage, you can resist the pressure and the promise of pay in a way that actually gets you more, because the opportunities grow versus limiting yourself.